Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason. I'm speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. And today I'm continuing my ranking of all the Beatles songs. This time I'm going through number 161 through number 157, covering 5 Beatles songs. This is in my OK Beatles song category of songs. Anyway, number 161 is Birthday. It came on the White Album, written by Paul. Um, the song, it says, from what I read, it was inspired by a song in 1957 called Happy Happy Birthday by the Tune Weavers, which is not a song I'm familiar with, but I guess there was other birthday songs before this one, especially that kind of inspired Paul McCartney. And from what I read, it sounds like he was trying to write a song, and he was thinking it was almost Linda's birthday, and so birthday was just a word that was in his mind at the time, and so that's why he kind of it sounds like a song he probably did fairly quickly. I mean, there's not much to the lyrics. Today's my birthday, or here's your birthday. It's my birthday too. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to those lyrics. Um, the best part of the song, really, I think, is the guitar work. I think the opening riff is pretty good. Bum 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 bum. Like that's definitely you can tell that they have really have gotten better in their guitar work and in the studio. I mean, on this album, White Album, a lot of their songs are a little more hard. They have some songs that are a little more hard rocking. I think I put this in that category as one more hard rocking song. I mean, not real hard rocking, but for the Beatles, one of the more hard rocking songs. And yeah, I really like the guitar riff there and all that. And it's a fun song. It's it's kind of an enjoyable song. It's not a song I say I listen to a lot, but you know, but from of course, White Album has so many songs. It's not bad to have like just a fun song like this kind of come up with all the other great ones. I think. Also, I should say, the other day I got this book from Amazon, Paul McCartney lyrics. It's 2 volumes. This is volume 1 here, A through K. You see there. Anyways, I just got this other day and started reading it. And Birthday it goes alphabetical order, so I did get through Birthday on here. He does have that. He has 154 songs uh, that he covers from his Beatles and his solo work, and he writes just a little bit about each of the songs that he has on here and has the lyrics, and then explains a little bit what he was feeling at the time. And anyway, so I was reading about Birthday. I happened to read about that the other day. Anyway, he talks about how it's kind of this fun song that he wanted to write, and that it's a really good song that he loves playing live because it's usually somebody's birthday, and he always has this part. And I've been to his concert back, I forget, in 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. I think it's 2017. I went to his concert, and he does do birthday. Of course, he says, is it anybody's birthday? And of course, it's somebody's birthday, and so then he sings this birthday song. Um, Anyway, so it's kind of a fun song to sing in concert that he kind of explains in the book that he likes that about the song anyway. So I thought that was interesting. I can kind of see how that'd be a fun song, and it's a fun song to hear live for sure. At 160, I got When I Get Home. It's off the Hard Day's Night album, written by John, sung by John. Not a lot to this song, really. It's, to me, one of the more... Hard Day's Night's really good album, has a lot of big hits on it. This is one of the lesser known songs. Like if you said When I Get Home, I would know exactly what that song was or what album came off of right on top of my head. It's just a little, I don't know, maybe it just gets drowned out by some of the better songs on that album. It's still a decent song. John says he was inspired by the Motown music of the day when he's writing it. He's trying to write it in a Motown style, anyways, is what I read about it. So, yeah, decent song there at 160. 159, I have Revolution 1. There's like 3 Revolution songs. Yeah, Revolution 1 comes off the White Album, of course, written by John. It's all, the song Better as Revolution came out as a single shortly after the album, and it's kind of the more well-known song. I mean, Revolution 1 is a song you forget that even exists because Revolution is, I think, a far superior version of the song. It's basically the same song. Revolution 1 is just a very slower, more acoustic style, while Revolution has this really great guitar beginning that really crescendos into the song, and it's a little more hard rocking. And John has a little more of a hard rock. It's more fast paced, more hard rocking vocals by John. I think definitely it's a really good song. I really enjoy. So Revolution One, I don't know how to say, like, it's just because it's slower pace. It's just not as exciting as the Revolution song is. And I don't know if we never had Revolution, how would I feel about this one? I'm not sure. I think it definitely hurts that there's a better version of the song already that I've heard, many more times than this one. It's basically the same lyrics. I think from what I read, they changed a couple lyrics here and there between the two, but it's basically the same song. And what John's saying in the song is saying, you want a revolution? Well, count me out. I don't want. But John likes revolution. I mean, John, I think, is, liberal minded. He's in the hippie movement. He's probably into a lot of the socialist ideas that are out there, but he was against the violent ways of revolution. So he doesn't agree with doing a violent revolution, but I think he agrees with doing a revolution kind of inside, from the inside, doing a revolution of ideas and stuff like that. Anyway, so he's for revolution, just not violent revolution, I think is what the song is saying. So at 159, Revolution 1. 158, I have Helter Skelter, also off of the White Album. I have 3 White Album songs I just realized on this video. Helter Skelter, definitely the hardest rock song the Beatles ever did. And it was written by Paul. And, of course, if you heard the story, it's kind of a well-known story about Helter Skelter that I didn't write what. There was a review of The Who that was in like a magazine or something that Paul read that said that I forget if the magazine said or maybe T.P. Townsend or someone from The Who said that their next single is like this, the hardest rocking single. I forget exactly the words to it, but it was kind of funny. Is like the review was like, this is like I forget exactly the words, but something about it was like the hardest rocking song like we've ever done, and all this. And Paul reading that, and it's for the song "I Can See for Miles," which isn't that hard of a rocking song. So it's kind of funny that they say it for that one. Like maybe My Generation was one of their better rock songs of this time period. Because this is before we get to The Who's next album, which is their best album, and has some of their best rock songs on it. But so Paul's reading this and saying, well, he wants to write the heaviest rock song. He kind of felt challenged, I think, by that, and so he came up with this Helter Skelter, which I mean definitely blows the roof off of anything the Who were doing at that time, and about anybody was doing at that time, except for maybe Jimi Hendrix. I don't know if. Definitely the Who, but I think Cream maybe had some stuff at that time. Led Zeppelin, I don't know if they were doing anything at that point that was quite that heavy. But definitely, I mean, Paul kind of proved himself that he can write a really heavy rock song, because Paul was more known for the pretty ballad songs, the piano ballads, the acoustic guitar ballads. He wasn't really known for his rock songs as well. Anyway, so this is kind of interesting, the White Album, where Paul kind of proves himself to be a hard rocker as well. What I didn't know about Helter Skelter, like it was kind of a cool sound, like Helter Skelter. I don't know what that means. It's just kind of a cool word. I didn't realize Helter Skelter is a spiral fairground slide. So it's a slide that I guess goes in twists or whatever, which I didn't know there's such a thing called Helter Skelter. I guess I just call it a slide. But it makes sense because the lyrics in the song say, when I get to the top of the slide, when I get to the bottom slide, I go up again or something like that. So there's talk about a slide and going up and down, which to me, I never really thought much of the lyrics of the song. It's kind of nonsensical, the lyrics. It doesn't really mean anything to me. It's just words to put together. The song is really about the guitar work and the drumming and all that, less about the lyrics and more about Paul's rocking vocals and all that. But I guess Helter Skelter actually means something. It means a slide anyway, so that's kind of interesting. It says that many interpreted the song to meaning it's about furious sex, but Paul doesn't say it's about that at all. But I guess that was a common interpretation of the song, and some sexuality to it, which I never caught that myself. I never really, like I said, thought it meant anything, Helter Skelter. But But Paul says that it was about the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Again, I don't get that out of the song, but Paul wrote it. I guess he can say what he wants, why he wrote it, or what he thought about it. I haven't got into that. I don't know if that might be in the lyric book. I haven't gotten too far into it, so I'll have to see if he talks more about Helter Skelter in that. Obviously, Helter Skelter has a very negative feeling to it. The Marilyn Manson murders, Charles Manson murders. I said Marilyn Manson. Charles Manson murders, and wrote Helter Skelter, and he thought the song was like speaking to him about like starting like this violent revolution or something. And he saw this like biblical thing about the Beatles were like the four horsemen or something of the apocalypse, and he was crazy, and he thought these had this terrible murderous cult that he was leading. So it definitely has this very negative feeling to it. Like I said, Helter Skelter, like I like the fact that the guitar work is just incredible, and the drumming is absolutely incredible. It's a little long, maybe a little too hard rocking for me. I'm not really into that hard rocking, I guess. I mean, I do like Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix and The Who. I like some of their stuff, but I don't know, from the Beatles, like I like more of their nice melody rock songs. If they have a rock song, I like to have some good melody to it. There's really no melody to it. It's just hit pounding hard rock music. So it's a little too much for me, I guess. Like it's just a little too loud, a little too much loud guitar for me. I don't. It's good for one listen every once in a while, but it's not one I like to go back too much. But definitely have to recognize it for what it is. It's an incredible rock song for its time, for sure. Anyway, so then the last song on my cover is 157, is Lovely Rita. Comes off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Again, not a lot to say. I mean, it's about a meter maid or named Rita who writes tickets to people that are parked too long at a meter. So, and then he falls in love, I guess, with this Rita, this meter maid. So, I mean, it's lyrically nothing really to it. It's nothing groundbreaking as a song, musically or anything. What I find interesting is that behind Lovely Rita, Paul wrote it. He came up with it because an American said to him, he was in England. He had an American friend who said, "Oh, you got meter maids," and Paul, I guess they don't call them meter maids. They have another name for it that I didn't write down, but they had a more technical term for the person that writes tickets for the meters like that. And so he loved the term meter maid. I guess that was an American term that Paul was not, used to hearing, or it's not a slang. It's not a term that they use in England. It sounds like. So he loved that name. He loved that when he heard that word meter maid. He thought meter maid. And of course, Paul being who he is, he can write a song about anything. I guess he thought meter maid. That's a cool. Let me see if I can write a song using the word meter maid. And so he came up with Lovely Rita, Meter Maid, as his song. Anyway, so that's kind of the basis of it from what I read. Anyways, again, okay, not a song I go to very often on Sgt. Pepper's album. Anyway, so that's 157, the last one I'm going to talk on here. So, still got quite a bit more Beatles songs to cover, and do 5 each video. So, just thank you for watching the video and liking it, and just comment, what do you think about the songs? Where do you put them on your list, if you can, too high or too low? I love reading the comments, and just thank you to all the subscribers for supporting the channel. Appreciate all of you, and have a good day.